Konnichiwa, Yoshiki-san. Good to see you again. You're looking well. So let's talk. You're back in New York City on a very, very rainy day to premiere the film for the mass of public today, right? So let's talk about this. This is your first film as a director.
Yes.
Was big pressure for that one or no?
I didn't feel like I was like directing a film. I just wanted this film to come to life. So then end up being director. So I didn't have like a big pressure. Just end up becoming director.
Well, it's great, and you definitely chose a simple path on doing it. You're doing it in Germany, in Beijing, Tokyo, LA, just so many places. That's real easy to do as a first film. So, what made you decide like that?
I want this, even there was this processing of making the film to be very international. So. Yeah, at that time I was just staying in Los Angeles. Actually, I stayed in Los Angeles 2 years straight. Then I also wanted to connect the world. So wherever you are, Asia or Europe or so.
But it's interesting to me that you're not only the director and you're not only performing, but you're composing all of these things. This is not easy for the regular person to do. I mean, like superhuman, Yoshiki.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, the composing music or arranging music or producing music, that's what I do in my life. So it's not, I'm doing something crazy thing, just
So I know there's a lot of great acts in the film with you, and I'm just curious, was it easy to determine who you wanted to be a part of this one? I'm going to say this is only the first chapter, right? There's going to be another one. It has to be.
Well, there are so many artists I wanted to work with, but at the same time, it's all about the timing at that time, so somebody who's happened to be, they are just like a middle of COVID, so there are a lot of issues, so yeah, you can say that, and maybe collaborating more artists, in the near future.
Now, I didn't get to congratulate you on getting the handprints at the Chinese theater. I think that's a fantastic thing to have done. First Japanese artist, what did that make you feel like?
I felt like, I still feel like that's like, wow, how did that happen? I don't feel like I accomplished something, in my life yet. So it's a big, how do you say, compliment or something like that. Yeah. So let's just talk about music live sense. So I got to see the wonderful Requiem concert about a month ago. I guess it feels like a month ago now. Yes. And I love how you were doing the piano so mellow into crazy rock drummer, which is my wheelhouse too. I love it because I'm like sitting there looking at the drums and I'm like, these drums are amazing. So how hard is it to go from nice, mellow to crazy? Well, it's not easy, but at the same time it's not too hard for me because I've been playing drums and piano for a long time. Depends on the context, depends on what kind of classical tune I've been playing before after the drum solo, so it also depends on what kind of drum I play. So it's it's kind of, I'm kind of used to doing that kind of thing. So it came naturally.
So let's talk about the film a little bit more. In Under the Sky, what was it like working with all of the different artists? So you had Scorpions to the Chainsmokers to Sugizo, who's with Last Rock Stars, and Hyde. What was that like?
All those artists are amazingly cool, and then so I just felt very grateful to be working with them. So some of them are my composition, so it was like easier for me to be doing this kind of like a strings arrangement, something like that. But some of them are like they are like a composition. So I was trying to how do you say trying not to go too crazy, but making that, I wanted these are amazing songs, all those other artists' composition. I just wanted to make sure they are happy. So,
how did you decide on what songs you wanted to put in this film?
First of all, I wanted to, those songs to be very, eclectic, diversified, in terms of it doesn't have to be only rock music, could be EDM, could be classical kind of vibe. So also, that something has to do with this film's concept, it's like a spread love, also not giving up, something like this, I chose inspirational song, inspirational artist.
I'm going to backtrack around here. So now, as a global artist, how are you finding it possible? Everything's very different since COVID. The world changed, and a lot of people's attitude on working with other people changed. In this post-pandemic world, how are you finding it possible to remain being a global artist, like with just a dedicated fan base here, dedicated fan base Japan, and just still bringing all the joy out after such pain?
I'm trying, it's not easy. At the same time, I have amazing fans around the world, so my fans been very inspirational, and then my fans the reason probably I can keep on going still. I'm trying to, make it through kind of every single day, every single night. I made it through today. Then I'm gonna try tomorrow. It's not like I'm thinking about a long-term future or anything. Just trying to live as much as I can this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost so many.
So as the main man behind this film, what were some of the biggest challenges in getting this assembled and put all together?
Try to make sense. At the same time, trying to not losing focus of what message I wanted to convey, what message I wanted to give people. So it's all about sounds a little cliche, but spreading love. Also, basically why do we have to separate ourselves from the others? Basically breaking down the walls and then not giving up. Spread love.
What I liked about the film is that it was not just like a live concert film. I liked that there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on, and it shows you, working with all the paper and making it look like it's something very easy to do. What was that like for you? Was it hard to cut this particular piece? I have to have this part in the film, and I have to have this part in the film, to not sacrifice anything.
The first rough edit was almost 3 hours long, so we basically cut down 50% of it. It's not something you have to have this scene or anything. It's I just have to, as long as the scene has the message consistently, to the message, supporting each other, helping each other, that message. So it was fine. I didn't mind losing something very flashy, flamboyant scene. I didn't mind losing those.
So along those lines, was it easy for you to be Yoshiki the director and then Yoshiki the musician? Because I was in particular, one of the scenes where, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling the film for anybody, but Yoshiki will play in this film. All of a sudden, you're not just being the director, you're jumping on the drums and you're wailing on the drums with the band. Is it hard to make that transition?
Not really. I mean, I've been doing this piano drums and then producing music, and then, directing the film is not easy. So I'm still learning. I have a lot more to learn, but I was enjoying the process.
The reception so far has been very, very good. What are you hoping for the film as it gets closer to, even more release?
I don't know. I'm just like confident of what we made. Like me, I've developed amazing team and my fans. So like to. I want a lot of people to watch this film. Then this film is like kind of like a, yeah. Again, it's not like just music concert film. It's more like a drama of like a love and death kind of film.
Oh yeah, it's got some certain dramatic modes. I even grabbed a tissue at parts of it, which I'm not going to talk about here. I want everybody to go see it and then be surprised when they're finding themselves in tears about certain things. So now, do you think, after we're done with this one, that we'll see a second one, like with more musicians? Because you're obviously still creating. You're always going to compose. You're not the person that sits down and rests, I don't think.
There's a big possibility. Yes, possibility of not a sequel or like something.
And now, along the lines of a sequel, so now you're very into the I guess I'm saying advances in technology and stuff. And, well, last week we saw the end of the legendary hottest band in the world, Kiss. I hope you were there. I don't know if you were there.
I was in Europe.
You were in Europe, so you missed that show. But they come back as avatars. Can we think maybe we'll see Yoshiki team up with the Kiss avatars? They'll compose something for that.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of Kiss, and then I respect everything they do. Yeah, it's when we had the reunion concert at Tokyo Dome, Japan. So we had a hologram of late member Hide. Also, when we played a Coachella Coachella Music Festival 2018, we brought Taiji and bass players hologram as well as Hide's hologram. So these are this because of technology we can do this. At the same time, like life has sometimes life is limited. Like we're not living 1,000 years. Like as of now we just have eventually we die. That's the kind of beauty of life, So because of that, every single moment is very valuable. So eventually I may become hologram or not. So,
We also need a Funko Pop of you. You deserve a Funko Pops. The toy, the little Funko Pops that everybody likes. Okay. We need one of you. You deserve one. You have such a storied career that I think it would be a highlight of people's collection.
I have my own Barbie doll actually.
They did a Barbie doll for you?
Yes, Japanese version of Rika-chan. Yeah.
See, now that's something that the American fans probably want to find.
I'm also part of Hello Kitty.
Yes, I know about the Hello Kitty.
Yes.
But I've never got to see it.
Okay.
So thinking of that kind of merchandise, maybe some more comic book stuff. Do we see any comic book stuff or more anime contributions from you?
Hopefully, I mean, so we may see that kind of thing for the future, but there are a lot going on, but as of now I'm concentrating my music as well as this film, my passion, yes.
So, letting you wrap it up with the film, so we're excited. The film was going to premiere in New York City in a little while after we're doing this, and is there a particular message you want everybody to walk away from the film with?
The message is like, let's help each other, let's support each other, not like hating each other, and then as much as we are living in this world, because of man under the sky, which means we are still living under the sky, which we're not up in the sky yet, means we are still alive. So let's live as much as we can.
It's exciting, and you're also going to talk after the film tonight, which is exciting. I'll be there for that too, just to rally the troops and yell from the audience. Yoshiki-san, I think I have covered everything. You've had a quite busy day here in our wonderful New York, and I thank you for the grace and the time. Thank you. Arigato, sir.